All right, guys. Hey, welcome to episode 1 of season 4 GC Talks podcast. Today, we're going to talk about how to set business goals. All right, so today we're going to talk about how to set business goals. And this is going to be for the business owners out there, the entrepreneurs, the leaders. If you're in business, this is for you. You can apply this to your life as well, right? Goals, top 3% in the world write their goals down, which means 97% do not write their goals down. Habakkuk talks about this. It says to write the vision, make it plain, so that those who see it will pick it up and run with it. Before you can have other people see your vision, it's imperative that you first see your vision. So goals are important. However, have you ever set a goal and not hit it? You know, I'm of the persuasion that a goal without hitting it is a wish, or a goal without a deadline is a wish. So we're going to talk about how to set business goals today. And so we're going to explore practical strategies for business success. I've been in business for over 25 years, and I have done things the wrong way, and I've done things kind of the right way, and then I've done things better, and then I've done things the right way. So we're going to talk about how to reach business success. We're going to discuss crucial steps in setting effective business goals and turning your dreams into a reality. And that's important, especially when you look at Habakkuk and you talk about writing down the vision. A lot of times we as entrepreneurs and business owners and leaders, we have no problem with the initial vision. We see the vision, but we don't really account for the process. And what's going to keep you on task is setting effective goals, attainable goals, realistic goals, but also goals that are going to be designed to stretch you along the process, right? Get you out of your comfort zone. As you're working your way up that mountain, there's going to be many, areas where you're going to reach certain plateaus or certain periods where it's not going to go scaling up, but it's going to maybe stop for a period of time. And it's imperative that you don't camp out there, that you don't set or build a home there. It's not a dwelling place, right? It's not designed for permanent residence. It's designed to regroup. So it's okay to camp out there, just not live there. So how do we do this? Number one, let's talk about the importance of business goals. And I want to emphasize the significance of moving from dreams to action. The Bible says that the old men will dream dreams, young men will see visions. Joel talks about this. Well, it's important to have a vision or a dream, but how do you move from dream to action? Zig Ziglar said, if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time. I want to say that again. If you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time. Well, you go, I have a dream, David. I'm not aiming at nothing. I'm aiming at this dream or this vision or this lofty goal. Well, do you have measurable steps to hit that goal? I found that if I do not have a measurable process or a measurable step laid out, then I'm fooling myself if I think I'm going to hit that goal. And I've fallen short of many goals, or I've frustrated myself by being delayed, which leads to discouragement. And the enemy's job is to derail us or to discourage us or to distract us. And so it's important that we have business goals, and we have to move from dreams to action. The next point I want to bring up is establishing vision and mission, right? I want to emphasize the necessity of having a clear vision and mission for your business. A clear vision and mission for your business. Not just a vision of where you want to go. It's not enough to say, I want to grow to this level or I want to accomplish these things. But do you have a vision for your mission? More importantly, if you have employees or those around you, do you have a vision that they can read, that they can see? Is it clearly articulated? Also a mission. So a mission involves your customers or who you serve or what you're selling and what it's going to do to impact the industry that you're in. So a vision and mission are very important, and vision statements and mission statements, we have these sometimes, but have you revised it? Have you looked at it, and does it still fit, right? Is it something that comes from your heart? And it's important to establish vision and mission, and really important to articulate and share your vision and mission with your team. You go, well, I am my team. Well, it's important that you have team meetings with yourself. I mean, when you get up in the morning or when you start the week or you start a month or you're laying out goals for your vision for your business, have that vision casting and mission casting meeting with yourself if you're the only team member. It's important. Start now. If you don't start now with yourself or with the one person that you have working for you or the 10 people you have working for you, then you're never going to do it when you get to the 50 or the 100. And if your vision's big, can I just say this? If your vision's big, which if it's a God vision, most likely it's going to be big, then it's going to involve people. I can tell you that the one thing people desire, especially great people with a great vision, working for a great company, which I believe your vision is great if it's from God. One thing that those great people desire, I believe, is a clear plan and process on how we're going to get to where we're going. All right, the next step is I'm going to give you 7 steps in setting business goals. All right, number 1, identify your priorities. Identify your priorities. You can look at the SWOT analysis to identify key focus areas. I remember when we first, here at our IPD agency company that I own, when we first were laying out a vision statement and mission statement, there were things that were swirling around in my head. There were dreams that God had given me, and I understood a lot of these things, but I wanted to articulate them well to my team, but I wanted to involve them. So we set up a collaborative effort where we did a SWOT analysis, where we locked ourselves into a private room off-site for a period of multiple hours in a day, from morning to early afternoon. And we stayed in this room with a group of our leadership team, and we did the SWOT analysis. Basically, individuals writing down, brainstorming, putting ideas on giant pieces of sticky note. We got these big sticky pads, and we just stuck them all over the wall. And we sat in this room and we discussed the vision and the mission of our company and where we were taking it and what we wanted to see accomplished, who we were serving, what we wanted to do. We involved the dreams of the leadership team, where they wanted to go, the things that they wanted to attain in life, and we put this down in a SWOT analysis. And we understood the importance that comes with prioritizing and focusing on essential aspects for progress. So how are we going to get from point A to point B? Yeah, you want to get to Z, but how are we going to get to B? How are we going to get to C? What about D, E, F, G, right? And so there's an essential aspect that comes along with looking at progress. Number 2, define what you want to accomplish. I'm a definition guy, right? I like to look at definitions and find out if I'm going to say something, I want to know what it means. Because sometimes we think we know what it means, but I want to really know what it means, and I want to relate that to the goals of the business. And so you have to define what you want to accomplish. Discuss the significance of setting specific and measurable goals. It's not enough to set a goal, but it's got to be specific. So I want to get here, but how am I going to get here? Well, it's going to take a number of small steps. So I want to take specific goals and lay them out, and then I want to measure them, right? The Bible talks about measuring. The Bible talks about measuring. I mean, there's multiple folds of increase that comes, right, when you sow. And God's a God of accountability. And so I'm looking at the parable of the talents, where the master came in and he handed each of the servants X amount of resources. And you know the story. 2 of the servants invested the money, and there was a return, and the master praised them for that. And there was one that stuck it in the ground and buried it for fear of losing it, and the master chastised them. So they have to be measurable goals, and we need to look back and say, okay, where's the progress here? We have to highlight the difference between vague wishes and specific actionable goals. Just because you have something that you desire or something that might seem like a good idea, that could just be a vague wish. Is it a specific and is it an attainable goal? Number 3, set clear KPIs, key performance indicators. Set clear KPIs for your business goals. So it's important to explain the importance of measurable progress and tracking key performance indicators. So I've had good ideas, or ideas that I thought were good, that we initiated or launched, and they ended up falling flat on their face. So when we went back and looked at them, maybe in a quarter or a 6-month period or a month period, we looked at it and said, these aren't generating success. The key performance indicators indicated that these weren't good ideas. So, KPIs are super important, and we have to, look at these from a measurable process. How KPIs provide traction and help in course correction if necessary. It's important that, when you look at the KPIs, it's going to tell you the truth. And statistics are something that, we throw out all the time, but are we really aware of the accurate statistics in our businesses? Do we look at the KPIs? Are we aware, is this working? Does this resonate? Is this effective? And it's important, killing something is very important. It's equally as important as starting something. You know, the world's enamored by someone who starts something, but really they're transformed by someone who finishes. So finishing is important, and KPIs are a big way to do that. Step 4, have a time limit. You know, there's significance in setting deadlines for business goals. I mean, as a matter of fact, I think it's imperative. You know, because, you know, time is precious. You're not going to get time back. And also momentum is a big deal. And when you cast vision, people catch it. And if you don't have the right KPIs set, and if you don't set significant deadlines for business goals, then you're aiming at nothing. All right, we have to break down these goals into manageable micro goals and daily activities. You eat an elephant one bite at a time. So it's important to take goals that are large and break them down into manageable micro goals. You know, don't fool yourself to think that somebody can handle more than they can handle. Sometimes people through zeal or through passion will take a goal and they'll run with it. And then they become overwhelmed in the process. So we have to break these goals down into manageable micro goals and daily activities. Step 5, put your business goals in writing. Again, I'm going to go back to Habakkuk 2, where it talks about the vision, right? Which a lot of us as entrepreneurs, business owners, leaders, we're visionaries. Many of us are. And we have no problem catching the vision or getting the vision. But that vision might be in your heart, but is it in the heart of those that serve the company? And so I want to discuss the importance of writing down goals, making them visible. Habakkuk says to write it down, make them plain, so that those who see it can pick it up and run with it. If they can't see it, they can't pick it up. If they can't pick it up, they can't run with it. If they can't run with it, they won't get accomplished. We have to explore ways to keep goals visible to your team and to you. So I'd recommend, utilizing your marketing efforts, your branding efforts. If you don't have a marketing team and you're just a one-man show, then hire somebody. Get with somebody that can help you put down and articulate your vision into message boards. Put art on the wall. Constantly utilize branding efforts to get your message visible to the team that is serving the company that you started. So put your business goals in writing. Step 6, communicate your goals to your team. Communication is a two-way street. Communication is not just you talking. It's not just some motivational meeting. It's not just enough to have a vision meeting or a vision casting, but have a collaborative effort. So communication is a two-way street. So welcome feedback with your team. Throw these goals out there. Revisit this SWOT analysis maybe that you sat down and did in the beginning. In 3 months, revisit it and say, where are we on these things? How are we tracking? And let the team communicate back. Give them the freedom to poke holes in it. Hey, listen, that might have been a good idea and it sounded like it was a good thing, but this is the reality that we're running into. It might not be that the idea gets thrown out, but it might need tweaking, and there might need to be some revisions, because if you wait too long and you just let things go, I found that, we're fooling ourselves and then things don't get accomplished. So communicate your goals to your team. It's important to get the team excited and create buy-in for the established goals. When someone's bought in, they're sold, they're all in, and things get done. All right? How to share the purpose behind the goals to ensure alignment and enthusiasm. It's important to not just articulate goals for the sake of the goals, but if it's in your heart, why is it in your heart? If it's a goal that needs to be accomplished, why does it need to be accomplished? What's the importance of this goal? If not, it seems like work. It seems like you're adding work and task and just extra, work and effort into the company. But for what reason? It's important that we communicate these to our team, share the purpose behind it, get the value bought in, and that's going to help move things forward. Step 7, celebrate milestones. You're trying to get to Z. A lot of times, we, again, as visionaries, we're moving. We lived today, yesterday. We're living tomorrow, today. But our team is running right now with the ball. So it's important that we celebrate the milestones, the small milestones. We celebrate victories. We acknowledge accomplishments. The importance of acknowledging and celebrating progress, I can't overemphasize it enough. It's huge if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, or leader. If you don't have a team, find somebody you can celebrate that with. Encouragement to take action and to turn dreams into tangible objectives. All right, discuss the importance of celebrating wins on motivation and future performance. It's important. Discuss the impact of celebrating wins. Let people know why it's important to celebrate a win, why it's important to take time to acknowledge a victory, right? Because this provides motivation and it enhances and I think fosters an environment for future performance. All right, so in conclusion, I'm going to recap the 7 steps for setting business goals. Number 1, identify your priorities. Number 2, define what you want to accomplish. Number 3, set clear KPIs for your business goals. Number 4, have a time limit. Number 5, put your business goals in writing. Number 6, communicate your goals to your team, two-way street. Number 7, celebrate milestones. Listen, encouragement is important, and taking the time is important because that's what's going to turn dreams into tangible objectives. Tangible objectives is something that we can grab, something we can hold, something we can see, something we can feel. And it's important that those around you can feel this. Listen, I hope this helps you. I believe that over the course of my business career, these are the things that I've gotten wrong and gotten right. And this will help you in building your business and taking your dream and vision to the next level. Hey, this has been GC Talks. I hope this has helped you. I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Thank you.